One of the thing I have realized with the gyms, basically we have seen gyms many places when we go out. So that was the one hint, but it wasn't enough. So we start looking at more like how do they run, what is the model, how much we pay, and how do they provide service to the client. So in that way, I realized this is the good one as they really look after their client. And that's what I talked with the franchisor, and they said, oh, you are working with us, you are working as a family and running as your own business. And many of the other franchises, when you take it, you have a certain percentage of income you have to contribute, and it's more like you are working for that. But with gyms, you have more like a flexibility to do some innovative things in terms of you want to change something and provide a more better service to client or something. So that helps a lot in terms of quote as well. We have more flexibility to provide different quotes to client and everything, which is not easily possible in many other franchises out there.
We're joined today by Sam Shah. Sorry, it's from Jim's Cleaning Durack. Sam Shah, is it?
Yeah, that's correct.
I should have said it out loud a few times before I started. It's a tongue twister a little bit, even though it's a very simple name. But you're from Jim's Cleaning in Durack. So first of all, congratulations for being one of our core winners, which I'm going to point to on there, which is basically a silver membership, which is worth around $600, $700. And you get to 2 free nights at any of your core hotel around the world, plus 50% of dinner bills, all this sort of stuff. So there's a lot of benefits, and we'll get that to you after the interview. And first of all, Sam, do you want to start off with a bit about your nomination and why you were nominated for this, and just talk a bit about yourself, what you're doing prior to Jim's Cleaning?
Yeah, thank you, Joel. Yeah, it's a pleasure talking with you. We've been running Jim's Cleaning Durack almost 8 to 9 months now. So I believe we've been nominated as we have worked as a team in family with other franchisees. We have treated the clients in a very good reviews with all 5-star reviews we have so far. So I believe somehow we have really treated clients and our franchisees and worked as a family and team, and Jim supported a lot. That helped us a lot to achieve this nomination, I guess.
No, it's great. No, I had a look at your reviews. You've got a perfect star rating at 5 stars, which is great. And that your customers like what you do, which is fantastic. So do you want to talk a bit about what were you doing prior to Jim's Cleaning, Sam?
So before I was working with the minor hotels group. So I was working as a duty manager in a housekeeping department, which was more close to the cleaning experience. I worked there around 3 to 4 years. So my background was more about doing housekeeping department, more to do cleaning. So I decided to join the Jim's Cleaning because my experience and everything, I thought that would be the best. Gyms would be the best for me to grow in a way, to more look after not just cleaning in a hygiene perspective for people we live with.
And now when you were looking for things, was it always going to be Jim's Cleaning, or were you looking at other options, or what was it about Jim's Cleaning that you wanted to go into?
Yeah, I've looked upon few other franchisee as well. But when I started to talk with the franchisor and try to understand more about the company, I like the gym franchisee model seems to be more effective in a way to get your break-even point of business faster than many other franchisee model. So that helped us a lot. And the way I researched it, it worked out very well. The break-even point for us was very quick as well. And you start to grow as a business, not just with limited amount. Yeah.
I'm glad you said you researched it a bit. That's great. It's always a good sign when people research different things and different options. So for you, was it just was the model in terms of the fees fair, or was it just you could recoup the money quicker, or what else was it in your research that you liked about gyms over maybe some other options you're looking at?
The one of the thing I have realized with the gyms, basically we have seen gyms many places when we go out. So that was the one hint, but it wasn't enough. So we start looking at more like how do they run, what is the model, how much we pay, and how do they provide service to the client. So in that way, I realized this is the good one as they really look after their client. And that's what I talked with the franchisor, and they said, oh, it's not just you are working with us, you are working as a family and running as your own business. And many of the other franchises, when you take it, you have a certain percentage of income you have to contribute, and it's more like you are working for that. But with gyms, you have more like a flexibility to do some innovative things in terms of you want to change something and provide a more better service to client or something. So that helps a lot in terms of quote as well. We have more flexibility to provide different quotes to client and everything, which is not easily possible in many other franchises out there.
I'm glad you said that, Sam. That's a really, really good point in regards to what you said about innovation. And if you want to do things a little bit differently, you can do it. You're not restricted by an office or anything like where I'm really glad you said that, because that is true. A lot of people might not realize that with some franchises, they can be really restrictive, whereas with gyms, even though it's a franchise, it's still pretty open with what you can do. You can do, as you would know, you can do quoting your own way. You can do a bunch of things your own way under the brand.
Definitely.
And now with the training experience, Sam, how did you find the training? Because obviously you had experience in this game. So how did you find the training? Did you come to Melbourne for the experience?
Oh, yeah. I was at Melbourne for like almost 7 days. And I think that training session was quite effective for many of us, as I've talked with other franchisees as well, because the before experience was enough for me to maybe start. But when we had training, they had talked about more about like how to manage your business in terms of your expenses, money in and out, how you make your balance sheet, how you deal with the client. So it's like an overall training which helps you start a business, even though you have a cleaning experience that not might be enough. Without training, you can go through easily. So training is definitely beneficial in that case before we start.
Yeah. Was that the main thing you took away, was about the business side in regards to, putting aside this away for GST and all that sort of stuff? Or what else did you sort of take away from the training?
Apart from that, it was like very big. When we reached there, like there were like more than different franchises available. Like we met many people, those who are running moving, pest controls, handyman. Also, it was like a big family group, like all together in one place. So first day we had all were in together with the class, and after that we have been separated in like the cleaning department, other department. So it was like, I think, quite big experience.
Yeah, because people don't realise how many divisions we have sometimes when they come there and there's someone from jumping castles or building inspections. And
Yeah. When I saw those posts on Facebook, I think James is just taking photos from somewhere and edit. But when I reached there, I realized, oh my God, there are definitely many franchises coming there and really taking part of this. Yeah.
And there's a demand, Sam. People ring us up at the call center and we don't have a service, and then all of a sudden there's enough demand for it, they create one. But I was going to say, with your training, did you meet Jim at all? Did you have a chat to Jim when you're down here?
Oh, yes, definitely. Because first day we had training, the Jim Penman was there, and he really, really touched upon every important aspect. And he gave his personal number to us, an email address. Like, if you come across any issue, just call me if you can't figure out by any other situation. So it's not just you are contacting with your franchisor. Any problem you have, they really support you in many ways in the different department. And Jim Penman, definitely, he was a big motivator for me. On the first day itself, I started my boost of training, and second day, third day, I was like, yeah, it was quite good because of just coming him and talk with us. Yeah,
that's great. I was going to say, with the let's talk about cleaning then. So with cleaning, from your experience and knowing other businesses and stuff, what's the gym's cleaning difference, or what's the difference in your business? How do you get what's good customer service to you, and what are you doing in your business to get such good reviews?
With reviews, usually we try to make sure maintain the positive brand image. So when we go to the client, basically not just giving cleaning service, we really try to understand what's the reason of they want cleaning service. Some people want cleaning just to have a yearly cleaning. Maybe someone's are moving out from their houses, or someone just looking for a fortnightly, weekly service. So it's really something we try to understand what's the reason of having the cleaning, not just we provide them what service we do. We really try to fix sometimes, because sometimes client will tell you, oh, just do our fans and cupboards, don't worry about the floor. But we try to explain them, if we do the fans, the floor will get dirty. So this kind of thing helps client as well, just not do what they really needs to be done. More than that, it can help them to make their house looks more hygiene and cleaner. Yeah. So this kind of things, I think it has helped a lot in a way.
Yep. And with your product business as well, what type of cleaning products do you use? Are you using the gym's cleaning ones, or which ones are you using?
Most of the time, the gym's cleaning products we use, because the one we have received in the training time after the first package, we received all the products. But when we use those products, seems to be more easy and handy, not too strong chemical, easy to use. So most of the time we use those chemical, unless I got bit delayed to order and then I have to buy from somewhere else. Apart from that, we use gym's cleaning product. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think people don't know, Sam, is those gym's cleaning products are all enzyme-based and plant-based, and they're actually non-toxic. Whereas a lot of cleaning products from other companies might be toxic. If you've got young kids crawling on the floor or something, and you might be using a harsh floor clean. But I know, so I use the gym's cleaning products myself. I know they've got no smell and they're really good. And definitely. Smell, fragrance is very nice. Some of the clients, they ask, how can we buy? So I asked my franchisor, are we selling to Burnings or somewhere else? They said, no, we haven't started yet. But yeah, many clients have asked us if we can buy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, 'cause exactly right. They don't smell, and people are becoming more conscious of what cleaners use in their home. Whereas back in the day when I grew up, in the bathroom, your mum might get the domestic out or something like that. It smell like I don't know,
Strong smell.
strong smell, and you don't know what's in. So whereas with the stuff that you guys use, I know it doesn't smell at all, and it does a great job as well.
Very good. Very easy to manage as well.
And what do you like about running your own business? So how long have you been in Australia as well? So how long have you been?
I've been in Australia around 7.5 years. Yeah, I was in Brisbane before studying in university, and then I moved here because my company promoted me here. So I worked with company here for 3 years, and then I decided I think I can do cleaning as a hygiene perspective for people to get better. So I decided to enter this gyms and try to learn more about and try to grow in a way.
Oh, that's great. And where are you from originally, Sam?
I'm from India, west part of India. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I've been to India. I had a mate get married in Delhi, and I was in Delhi and Dehradun and Rishikesh up
North, yeah.
Yeah. So what prompted you to come over from India?
West, near to Mumbai. That place is like more like a Brisbane. That's why I did go to Brisbane first because it's like a seasonal, like spring, winter, summer.
Yeah.
But I enjoy Darwin as well. It sometimes can be a bit humid, but apart from that, it's beautiful place and beautiful people to live in Darwin.
Yeah. Oh, in Darwin. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Darwin's a great place in Australia. So like you live in Melbourne or Sydney or Brisbane or whatever, and you go to Darwin, it's completely, you feel like you're in another country.
Yes. But once you get used to it, you have to leave.
Yeah. And what did you come out to study? What were you studying at university?
Mine was more like a basically background with the business, more like a business administration and international business. So my background was also quite connected with more like a business thing. So at the end, I wanted to do business. So I did a bit of learning management in the work with the hotel on hospitality. Then I moved to gyms. It is like basically a business.
Yeah, it is. Well, you are running your business now. So have you put much of your university into practice, or is it completely different?
Yes, definitely. There are some things we have learned from universities. I'm still using it, and still there is more to read every day and try to understand. But there are some theories which explains a lot that when I do the business here now, you can connect those studies you did, and now it's really work in a way.
Now, is it just you working in your business, Sam, or do you have employees? Or
we have employees of 3 to 5 now, so it's
great.
Casual. So like sometimes 3, sometimes 5. Yeah.
And how do you find your employees? Where do you find them?
Usually we go with employees. We put on the Facebook ad, or sometimes you just tell someone who's already working with you, or some of the connections you have, or sometimes you post on community as well.
That's great. And yeah, because it's a very hard problem for a lot of our franchisees want to expand, but they find it hard to find good people. So
yes,
Facebook for you has been a good source.
Facebook is very good. We did struggle in the first 2 months, and then we decided to put some post on Facebook, like keep doing it like every 2 and 3 days, and definitely you can get it. Yeah.
And how do you maintain the quality with the staff? Because obviously if they do a job, you're responsible for it ultimately with gym systems. So how do you maintain the quality with your training? Do you do you go on a lot of training with them, or how do you maintain it?
So what we have done first, before they start, we have made some video with us, like how to clean basic things.
That's great. You made videos.
Those videos.
Yeah.
So if anyone is interested, we talk with them, and then we send the videos and we talk with them. Once they understood, we communicate, they know the training, they have watched all the videos. Then we bring them on the floor and we work with them for 2 to 3 days. And once they work by themselves, we go and check for first 3 weeks to make sure the quality standard is not going down.
That's fantastic. So you've got your own little training program, training videos, and then that's really great. I haven't heard of anyone doing the training videos like that. I like training in person, but that's good.
Yeah, because those videos help a lot. At least they can do the basic things before we even spend a lot of time in the same thing, repetitive work. So making video makes it a lot easier.
That's really good to hear that. I'm quite impressed with that, actually. So with those training videos, is that is it different services, or do you just show them what to expect for a regular clean, or how in depth do those videos go?
So videos, basically we just show them like how to clean the windows. Windows is a part of general cleaning, deep cleaning, any sort of cleaning windows needs to be done. Kitchen bench, floor vacuum and mop. That's a basic part of our business we do. So it can cover every aspect of cleaning, like any type of cleaning. So we cover only those basic trainings which can help them not to spend too much time on the floor when we are working with them. So we can just show them particular stuff like how to clean the oven or barbecue or something like that. that we need to train them. But apart from that basic thing, we can just make it in the video. And sometimes we just add some TikTok link. Someone has already done it, so they can just watch it. And
That's the modern days. That's great. I love hearing this. This is really good information for franchisees as well about that.
Once we make it so easier.
That's fantastic. Now, in regards to how busy you are you happy with the work levels, what you're doing at the moment?
We are quite doing okay at the moment, but still I think there is a lot we need to work on it and make it better, because first 2-3 months we did very well. After that, in Darwin, sometimes it's get quiet period because of seasonal, but now it's going up again. So I think we are preparing to get busy.
And I was going to say, in with your support, because you're a bit isolated, I guess, in Northern Territory. Is it Jim's Cleaning head office supporting you? Because I don't know if there's a franchisor up in Northern Territory for cleaning.
Now there is no office, but Jim's Cleaning, so far I have understood, no matter where you are in Australia, you will get exactly the same sort of service and help and support from the franchisor. So far, whenever I call them, they are taking call every single time and will follow up with us. Even they call us on random days and just check with us how we are doing. Even though everything is good, they still call us after 2 days and check with us. And they just message to Jim as well as a personal email to make sure that how we are doing. So it's like from top to bottom, everyone knows what even single franchisee is doing actually.
That's great, because in Northern Territory, we do need more people. We've got some mowing there. I think we've got dog wash up there now, obviously cleaning yourself, testing tags there now.
Detailing pests.
Detailing pests, yeah. So
it's lot of them now I see everywhere.
Yeah, it's slowly starting to get up there, Northern Territory. It's good.
Yeah.
It's something where it'd be tough being a mowing franchisee out there, though. Gee, it could be good money if you could do it, but geez, you'd have to be a fit person doing the mowing. So how do you go up the heat yourself? I know you're working inside a bit, but how do you go up the humidity and the heat?
Climate is okay, but we started at November. It's all good. The gym's culture is also very effective and helps a lot. But with here climate in January and February can go very humid. So you have to be very working outside or driving can be very tough. Apart from that, all good overall throughout the year in Darwin.
And besides the climate up in Darwin, what do you love about Darwin? Why do you like living there?
In Darwin, the community support is very strong. People help each other very well. So here it's very strong community support. If you are trying to help community, you will definitely get a very good support in terms of work or some social life. Anything, it does help a lot. It's like a family, the whole Darwin.
It's got a pretty wild nightlife. Is it Mitchell Street?
Yeah,
it's really wild. It's some beautiful things to do though. Like love the beautiful place. You love fishing and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, very close by places. There are a lot of places we can go for fishing, and there are some Litchfield and those historical places where you can go and visit. So it's really worth having visit here for at least 3 to 4 days. You can really have different exposure of places which you haven't tried maybe in Australia throughout, I guess.
Absolutely. Now, with your business experience now, what would you sort of say to someone maybe thinking about getting into a business or a gym's franchise? What would you sort of advise them to do? Because you did a lot of research, which is great to hear. So maybe what's some things you could maybe tell them about if they want to do their own business that you would give them as a bit of advice?
If they're looking for some business, I think it's the best option to contact gyms and ask more about business, how they run, like what are the things they ask us to do and how it starts basically. But from my side, I can say you have to have patience when you start working. There will be tough time in the beginning, but slowly, gradually, you will see the results, and it does take time. Sometimes we were overwhelmed in like 1 and 2 months. Oh, not going big, but actually you have to have patience and try to understand what you can do better, not just depend on the lead. It's a community. You go there, give your pamphlets, talk to people, join the community support. It does help.
I'm glad you said that, Sam. So yeah, it's not just the lead. You did those local area things, and you went around and you went into real estate, or you went around and did your local area marketing, which works together hand in hand. And then after a while, you start seeing that come through.
Yes. It's not like more like a job you join and first fortnightly you get.
Yeah.
It's like a business. You have to have some patience. That I have learned so far from when I started.
Yeah, and financially, are you happy with where you're at? Like, you don't have to say how much you're earning or anything, but are you happy with where you're at income level and lifestyle-wise?
Oh, yes, I'm quite happy. Because when you see there is a potential and when you see the continuous growth, you can be happy.
Yeah, I think you had a great one in Darwin because, gyms is slowly, up in Darwin, we're trying to get a bit more people up there, but you've got to pretty much open, for yourself.
Yeah. There is some limitation with the population, but
Yep.
definitely there is a scope to explore. Definitely there can be more franchisee here.
Absolutely. Now, so what we'll do, mate, is thank you very much for your time today, Sam.
Thank you for your.
I'm glad to hear you're doing really well.
Thank you.
Great place of the world. We'll get that voucher to you. I'm sure there's some places up in Darwin you can use it, or anywhere in the world that you call
Or
voucher.
maybe I'll travel to Melbourne.
You go to Melbourne, absolutely. You can stay at a nice hotel as opposed to staying out at Jim's group. But if you ever want to come down and meet Jim again at training, by all means, please do so. But great to talk to you today. I'm really glad that you're doing well, and we hope your business keeps going strong. And you've got perfect 5-star rating for cleaning, which is fantastic. So enjoy that on us, and thank you for being a star franchisee and joining us today on the Jim's podcast.
Thank you so much, Joel.
Thanks, Sam.
Bye.
See you, mate. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the episode of the Gyms podcast. If you want to learn more about the Gyms Group, head to gyms.net or call us on 131 546 Australia or 0800 454 654 New Zealand. And if you did like the episode as well, please make sure you leave a review or a comment or a thumbs up or a comment on the video as well. We appreciate your support. And until next episode, we hope you have a great week.